July 17th, 2017 to April 28th, 2018 is exactly 9 months and 11 days. Most people wouldn't have any reason to calculate the duration between those two dates, but I do. If you're a friend of my mom, Betsy, or my dad on Facebook, you may remember this post from my dad on July 17th, 2017. It was a post he made shortly after they wheeled my mom back from surgery. He was requesting prayers for successful surgery and patience for my mom during her recovery and rehab. My mom's story of resilience and perseverance begins 7 months earlier on January 6, 2017, in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. She and my dad went skiing at Perfect North to celebrate their 15th wedding anniversary. It was a nasty cold day and they were making snow on all but 2 runs. The more advanced of the 2 runs were full of moguls. Those who know my mom know that she's adventurous. Naturally, she wanted to give the moguls a shot. After all, this wasn't her first time skiing. After conquering the moguls twice, she wanted to take a 3rd run. This is where life threw her a curveball. Shortly after starting her 3rd run, she speared a mogul with her left ski, hyperextended her left knee, and fell to the ground in wincing pain. My dad offered to get ski patrol and a sled, but her tenacity and stubbornness refused. She was going to make it down her own. And she did. After resting for 5 to 10 minutes, she stood up and skied the rest of the mogul run to the lodge. I have always known my mom was resilient, but I often thought it was more stubbornness than resilience. Truth be known, it is probably both, lying somewhere in the middle. But on this particular occasion, while she rested in the lodge, her resiliency began to take control. She was in excruciating pain, and her knee was swollen and stiff. Needless to say, their skiing was over, but her resiliency refused to end their anniversary weekend. She wanted to go out to dinner that night, and while she has a smile on her face, you can see the pain in her eyes. The next day, they went to a winery in Batesville, Indiana, and out to dinner again in Cincinnati. As usual, being as tough as she has a smile on her face, but you can still see the pain in her eyes. She returned home after making most of the weekend, and my mom scheduled an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon. The orthopedic surgeon and MRI confirmed her and my dad's biggest fear, a torn ACL and lateral meniscus. Surgery was the only answer. My dad tried to convince her to schedule surgery ASAP, but she refused. Nothing was going to break her stride throughout the rest of the winter, spring, and early summer. She went back to work teaching, where she participated in pep rallies, coached her basketball cheerleading team, and took her students to FCCLA state competition in Chattanooga. She went out downtown to celebrate a friend's birthday, chaperoned my sister's field trip to the zoo, saw Luke Bryan show with my dad at Bridgestone Arena, and went camping and canoeing with good friends on the Buffalo River. She trekked around Hawaii on their 15th year anniversary trip and went to her annual girls trip to the beach. And just a week before her surgery, on our family vacation cruise, she pedaled a tandem bike in Progreso, Mexico, went down the water slide on the ship, and danced with Scarlett to Juju on that beach. Nothing was going to break her stride. On July 17, 2017, after 7 months of fun that my mom refused to have interrupted, she pressed the reset button and went in for surgery. My mom's tenacity is amazing. After a successful surgery, she ditched her crutches and started therapy the following day. She worked harder than I've ever seen her work, and it paid off. She was riding a bike at 6 weeks, jet skiing and parasailing at 12 weeks, and doing high steps at 20 weeks. Continuing the hard work into the new year, she was released in January by her orthopedic surgeon to begin running. After 2 months of training, she completed a 5K on St. Patrick's Day. But look closely. What do you notice in the picture? Not only did she complete a 5K 7 months after an ACL surgery, her hard work allowed her to have the strength and stability in her knee to complete the 3.1-mile race without her brace. But she was just getting started, because 3 weeks later she completed a 10K. Which brings us to April 28, 2018, and the day of the Music City Half Marathon. You see, the Music City Half Marathon is a race my mom is very familiar with. She has completed it 5 times prior to her accident. So in May 2017, 2 months before surgery, she set herself a recovery goal and entered the 2018 Music City Half Marathon. Exactly 9 months and 11 days, almost the hour, after her surgery, my mom achieved her goal and completed her 6th Music City Half Marathon. Simply incredible. My dad has been an athlete his whole life. He told me he has witnessed more knee injuries than he's cared to count or recall. He admits he is biased, but he says without a doubt that of all the knee rehabs he has witnessed, very few have outworked, pushed the envelope, and achieved more in the same time frame as my amazing mom. So with that in mind, I would like to end the story here. Mom, words cannot express how proud of you we are. This extensive of an injury was entirely foreign for you. You were scared and unsure that surgery was the right choice, but you trusted your orthopedic surgeon and stepped out of your comfort zone to journey down this road to recovery. Watching your sheer resilience, tenacity, determination, and patience throughout this 16-month journey has been nothing short of inspiring to the three of us. You are simply amazing.
We love you.